Good morning. Welcome to the Christmas edition of the Token Summit. It was about a year ago that I started to plan for the Token Summit that we delivered in New York last May with my partner, Nick. And what a year it has been. A year ago, the market cap of all cryptocurrencies was about $14 billion, as we know. And when we did the Token Summit last May, it was 87. Now it's about 350. So judging by this trajectory, by the time we do the next one in May, what should this number be? 1.4 trillion, maybe? Okay, maybe yes, maybe not. Companies from the first Token Summit were successful. They went on and raised about $700 million. Some of them were the top 4 in the space, like Filecoin, Blockstack, Kin, and Tezos, for example. And then we have now a lot of crypto funds that are entering the space. Soon there will be more crypto funds than tokens. And at the opening last May of the Token Summit in New York, I said, this is not about the price of tokens. This is about discussing the business models behind them. And I'm going to say the same thing for this summit, and we are on the same path. If you put aside the price of tokens for a moment, what is really, really important here is that this is about a new parallel system that is emerging. It is about a new economy of sorts, and this is really what's more important. The total market cap that we see here is still less than half than Apple's market cap, one company in perspective. And it is still less than the largest 30 companies, largest market caps around the world. So that tells you an idea as to where we might be going. In spite of all of this, I'm a little bit worried that us as an industry may not have kept our sense of discipline in terms of meeting the blockchain's fundamentals in using the technology. 2 years ago, the crypto engineers were rushing with immature technology. Today, the opposite is true. The business people are rushing with immature business models. We still have a lot to learn in terms of applying tokens with blockchain technology. And maybe we are still in the tokens 1.0 stage in relation to another next phase, which is tokens 2.0. And this is an analogy to what happened with Web 1.0 versus Web 2.0, which happened after the crash, and that delivered bigger and better companies to us in the 2000 and on, like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and others. So we may be in that phase. We need to stay true to the blockchain fundamentals. What is it giving us? Removing intermediaries or counterparties, creating new decentralized economies and protocols, peer-to-peer transactions, having new forms of governance. These are really the things that are new. And we have to think about, does the blockchain enable us to do things that we could not do before? There are several questions that come to mind. What is the economic model behind every one of these ICOs? What is a good token? Will the success of ICOs be greater or lesser than startups? Are open source protocols going to give us more powerful features and capabilities than the web counterparts? Will decentralization deliver, whether it's philosophical decentralization or technical decentralization? Will there be a crash, and what form of a crash will it be? Will China create its own cryptocurrency? Is Crypto Valley ahead of Silicon Valley? How high is the sky and how shaky is the ground? And will the SEC poke us in the eye, or will they ship us in shape and help? Will Wall Street adopt blockchain technology, or will a new financial system emerge in parallel to it? Is every asset in the world destined to become liquid on the blockchain? And are tokens here to stay? And are we going to see more standards than the ERC-20 and the new ERC-721 that has been taking the blockchain in storm with the crypto kitties, if you've heard about them? So all of these questions, I don't promise you that we have the answers for them, but I can promise you that we are going to discuss them today. the conference is not just about the speakers that will be on stage. It's really about you and all of us. And the one thing that we all have in common is the passion that we share in applying this technology. And that's really what's important. So I want to thank you for coming here, and I wish you a great conference, and I'll see you around back in stage. I'm going to call Nick, my partner, to say a few words, and we'll get going. Thank you.